prerequisites, because last year we had 9 books published. It was a very, very busy year with back-to-back retreats and multiple live Gurukul sessions every week. So I could not make time. All we could do was the online Buddha retreats. Hopefully you attended those. But this year, as the book work has slowed down, we decided in the beginning of the year, let's have a knowledge session open for all. So, welcome to Ashtavakra Samhita. We'll be doing a very potent verse today. It's chapter 2, verse 13. Everybody has the PDF. Everybody received it. Can I begin now? The flow made space for a knowledge session now. It means it is a part of your flow to listen to this precious knowledge. It's sacred. Revere it, honor it. The more reverence and honor you have for the wisdom, the easier the wisdom gets absorbed and becomes your own direct seeing. So let's start with the understanding of what is true listening. Listen with a dharana shunya chitta. I'll explain it. Dharana means an idea that I'm carrying about samadhi from the past. Because this entire sutra is about samadhi. I have an idea of what is samadhi from the past. That is a dharana, a conditioning, a concept that I am carrying. I have to put that concept aside and listen with an open shunya chitta. Shunya means zero. Chitta is the mind. With a shunya chitta, with a zero mind, not carrying past dharanas into this seeing, this direct seeing of Janaka. Remember, Janaka is not like Arjuna on the battlefield. He's not sad, depressed, asking questions. Janaka is a Shravaka. He listens to Ashtavakra and aho, there he gets a glimpse. This is the path of direct seeing. That's how Janaka has reached here. In verse 13 of chapter 2, he has reached with that dharana shunya chitta, a zero mind. Zero. Why zero? Because there is no precondition that he is carrying from the past. He says, aho. So let's read the verse first and understand it in Sanskrit. I'll give you the literal translation in English, and then we will dive deeper into the sutra to see how do I see it. Janaka saw it, okay, but Janaka's seeing is not my seeing, no? So 2 lines of translation are sufficient to explain what Janaka sees, but how do I see it? That is what we will dive into deeper after the translation. Very clear? Verse 2.13. Aho aham namo mahyam daksho nasti matsama asamsprishya sharirena yena vishvam chiram dhritam. He says, I'm amazed at myself. I bow down to myself. I'm amazed at myself. I bow down to myself because I am the most skillful. Daksha, the word daksha means most skillful. Why am I skillful? That's the second line. I have borne this world without even touching it with my body. This is the literal translation of the Sanskrit. Now this is Janaka seeing. But how do I recognize that I have born my world without touching it? How do I see that I am also daksha? I am skillful. To bear a child, a mother nurtures the child in her womb and goes through intense pain. Yeah, but Janaka says that I have borne the entire world without even touching it with my body. Yeah? And that's why he's amazed at such a creation. Yeah? And he calls himself Daksha, the most skillful one. Now let's dive deeper. It's not that just Janaka has manifested his personal world. Even I have done it. How do I see this? Yeah, so for those who are lucky, they see it in Samadhi. Those who are lucky, they see it in Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. And those who are the luckiest, they see it in both. When I see it in both, one slaps on conviction on the other. The other, seeing, slaps on conviction on the previous. And that conviction on conviction, conviction on conviction makes me so strong on my spiritual path that I do not need an external guru. I do not need an external teacher. I become spiritually independent because now I see. Yeah, so let's see how to become spiritually independent. First, I will explain to you in Samadhi, because almost everybody here has done Samadhi previously, if not doing Samadhi right now. What happens in Samadhi? The waker sits down. This waker says, okay, I am going to do this Samadhi. The waker has a false doership. It's false, and I have to see why is it false. How do I see? When the waker sits down, adjusts the position, closes the eyes, after a few minutes, because the body is comfortable, the body disappears. How many of us have seen this in our direct seeing, that the body disappears? Fantastic. That means you know that the waker disappears, but I still am. It's not that I am not there. Yeah? Who is knowing that the body has disappeared? That is the one who is truly me. Some of us have been walking the Advaita Vedanta path for some time and recognize, oh, that is the witnessing awareness field. I am that witnessing awareness field that knows that this body has disappeared in me. Yeah. Obviously, Ekta is explaining it in words. You're not talking to yourself in words in Samadhi, saying that, oh, I know that the body has disappeared. No, it's just a recognition. Correct? We all have that recognition. But that is only the recognition of the waker's body being absent. There is a second level of recognition that happens. What is that? After some time of just being in Samadhi, not doing, just being. If you're doing, then you're not doing Samadhi. You're fooling yourself. Breathing with a rhythm is fooling yourself. Chanting a mantra is fooling yourself. Doing something related to the waker's body or mind is fooling yourself. That is not Samadhi. Yeah? That is because maybe you are stuck at the waker's body level and have never recognized the higher level of being the witnessing awareness field. So that's all that was given to you. Yeah. If you've risen beyond that primary school to the high school level, you will recognize, oh, I am that witnessing awareness field in which the body has sat down to do Samadhi and the body has disappeared. The thought might be there. Now I recognize thought. Yeah. Thought comes, thought goes. Thought comes, thought goes. It happens naturally. I do not bring up thoughts. Yeah. And not doing here is not reacting to those thoughts. I am simply knowing. The witnessing awareness field is only knowing the thought come and go. Come and go. Not to react, not to jump in, not to say I like it, I don't like it. All that is doing. Doing is not samadhi. Take this as a mantra. Doing is not samadhi. Not doing is samadhi. If I react to a thought, I am doing. If I react to a feeling, I am doing. If suddenly the body arising comes back of the waker, and I react to that body arising returning, I am doing. If I say there is pain, this is hurting, I am doing. Doing is not samadhi. Is that very clear? So obviously chanting mantras and taking your energy to the base of the spine, to top of the head, taking your attention to the breath, that is obviously not samadhi. It is not going to take you to samadhi. Yeah? So not doing is the key here. You simply be. You will see the waker's body arising disappears, and after some time thought comes, goes, and disappears completely. A state is there where I am the witnessing awareness field devoid of thought. That is called the thoughtless state. Yeah? You move from bodilessness to the second milestone, thoughtlessness. Fantastic. This is a skill. What was the skill that you applied? Not doing. Not doing was the skill that helped me move from bodilessness to thoughtlessness. Is the journey over? No, not yet. Yeah? It's not yet. Now I've come to the point where thoughts are not bothering me, feelings are not bothering me. Means there is no body and no mind. But I still am. Here the self-inquiry begins without words. If you talk to yourself, you are out of samadhi. Not doing. Simply by watching, you know, the body is not there. Ekta's body is not there. Ekta's mind is not there. But I am. This recognition, I am when Ekta is not. This is the first milestone of samadhi. Yeah? The mini milestones of bodilessness and thoughtlessness bring me to the first big milestone. Those were just mini markers on the path. Let's call them markers. Bodilessness and thoughtlessness. Happens to everybody. Not a big deal. Yeah, but the recognition does not happen to everybody. Because people, what do? They forget that they are the witnessing awareness field. Yeah. When a samadhishta forgets that he is the witnessing awareness field, he goes to sleep in samadhi. Nice sleeping samadhi. All the sleep that you missed in the night, all that is covered up in samadhi. You didn't do samadhi. You just went to sleep. No. That's not correct. You did not do samadhi. Samadhi is not samadhi if it does not take me to the recognition that I am when Ekta is not. In your case, I am when Maheshwari is not. I am when Sri Ram is not. Yeah, it's I am when the waker is not. That recognition, a clear seeing, that is the skill that Janaka is talking about. Now, is it sufficient to see it once? No. It's not sufficient. So many of us have seen it once. That is why daily Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana is so important. I put some instructions in the flock channel for daily Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. See that you start doing. Yeah, whatever little bit. Get the Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana book. It's very cheap. It's $7. I'll give you the money if you want. Get the book, start looking at one command per day. One command. Can I understand this command? Can I see it? Can I hold my position as the witnessing awareness field of the waker? Constantly. Constantly. Yeah? This verse can only be seen once in samadhi, but you need conviction in open-eyed. Yeah? Samadhi is not samadhi unless it goes into your open-eyed. It's pointless. You're a saint sitting down there and fantastic, sitting like the Buddha. But the moment you get up, your eyes are open, you are a beast. Your family wants you to leave. No, that samadhi is pointless. Samadhi is not samadhi unless you take it into your open-eyed. Yeah? That is where Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana comes in. First, I recognize I am the witness of this waker. When this witnessing gets established, then slowly, what happens? This witnessing seeps into the dream. I start recognizing in my dreams, oh, I am the witness of the dream character, which is in the dream world. When I see it like that, the moment I see it, the dream collapses. And I am when the dream character is not. I am when the dream world is not. At the same time, I am when the waker is not. I am when the waking world is not. Ekta is explaining in words right now. You're not speaking to yourself in words in the dream state. There is just an aha moment, a recognition. Ekta is only elaborating the aha moment in words. Hope that is clear. There is a clear seeing that the dream collapsed. I still am. That helps you recognize, oh, I am beyond the waker, I am beyond the dream character even. So what is there? There is nothing. Ask a little child, what was there in your deep sleep? He says, nothing, Mama. How does the child know? Because he has to be beyond the waker and dreamer. Yes? Somebody who has to be not only beyond waker and dreamer, he has to be beyond the absence of the waker and dreamer. Yeah. Absence of waker and dreamer, absence of waking world and dream world. That is deep sleep. You know the beginning of deep sleep. There is just you and there is nothing. That is the one that comes out and gives the information to the waker to answer the question. There is nothing in deep sleep. That is me. Yeah? Recognizing this is the most important thing. Most important thing. Everything else on spirituality is just fluff around this. This is the core. If you get this, you get all of spirituality. If you recognize I am that and not this waker, it becomes so easy. Oh, I am not doing right now. I am not Ekta. I am not speaking. I am not teaching. I am not seeing. I am only knowing that which appears to be speaking, teaching, is a part of a waking world. There are all these participants. All this is only an appearance in me. And I am there when this appearance disappears. I saw it so clearly in my Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Oh, I am that. Do you see how Samadhi shows you what Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana shows you? And how Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana shows what Samadhi shows you. Now, in Samadhi, I only took the people from bodilessness to thoughtlessness. Very few of us have reached a higher stage, which is called the Jagrit Sushupti. Where in Samadhi, you see exactly what you saw in the deep sleep. Nothingness, oneness. You recognize that sense of I has collapsed. That is the key. The witness collapses. That is the key, both in Samadhi and in Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. But some of us have not gone so deep into Samadhi to reach that state. So it might happen to you in the future. Put it in your notebook. So when it happens, you know that you have reached this milestone. The milestone is called Jagrit Sushupti. Awakened sleep. Awakened sleep means what? Recognizing I am not the waker, I am not the dream character, I am not even the absence of deep sleep. Because in the absence of deep sleep, that sense of I completely collapsed. Oh, I am beyond. And I, the beyond, knew the collapse of the I, the beyond, again knew the I re-emerge out of the darkness of deep sleep. After it re-emerged, it caught onto a dream, maybe a verbal dream, maybe a visual dream. It did not like standing alone. The I said, I am this, I am that. And it started its journey of manifesting illusion after illusion after illusion. It didn't get satisfied with dream illusion and extended that to the waking. And aho, there, waker Ekta appears. That is Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Yeah? That is the depth of seeing in Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. The I emerging out of deep sleep and the I collapsing into deep sleep. Seeing this is dakshata, skillfulness. Very clear what dakshata he is talking about? Yeah? This is the skill that I need to develop. All of us take a different amount of time to get there. Some of us are bogged down with illusion and conditioning and that strong belief, I am the doer, I am the experiencer, I am the waker. Those who have a lot of conditioning bearing the truth will take some time. Have patience with yourself. Keep practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana and couple it with Samadhi. Whenever you can do. Doesn't matter if you cannot do daily. Once a week, just sit down and just be. Not doing is the key. There is nothing to do. Don't say, give me a mantra. That is a doing. Don't say, give me something to chant. That is a doing. Don't say, I want to observe my breath. That is a doing. Don't say that I want to manipulate the breath. That is a doing. No. Don't say I want to observe the energy in the body. That is a doing. Not doing. Simply being. Having the courage to bear the power of silence. That is required. Only that takes you to Jagrit Sushupta Samadhi. Yeah? Otherwise, forget about it. You're just substituting a psychotherapist session with sitting with a mantra or a japa, sitting with a song. All this is because you want to substitute psychotherapy. All you need is mental wellness. No. That is not samadhi. Not samadhi. A spiritual shopkeeper may call it samadhi because you want something, give me something. So he says, okay, there is demand, let me supply. And let me take money in exchange. Yeah, that's what the spiritual shopkeeper does. Don't blame him. You started it. You said, give me something. You're not ready to be happy with nothing. Yeah, so you are to be blamed, not the spiritual shopkeeper. Yeah, for him, it is papi pet ka sawal. Yeah, for him, it is all about feeding himself. So don't blame the spiritual shopkeeper who sold you all these remedies. Anything that is born of the waking world is an illusion. Recognize this. That illusion, that mantra, that japa, that sound, that form of a guru cannot take me beyond, because that cannot come with me beyond. Forget beyond. It cannot even move from the waking to the dream to the deep sleep. Beyond the three is out of question. Yeah, that's why I always say, do not get attached to Ekta. Because where is Ekta? She's limited to the waking world. Yeah, she's only giving you a pointer. There is a beyond. I am beyond. I am not Ekta. If she as a householder can get there, I can get there. Clear? Build that conviction. Yeah, that is called Daksha, the skill. Very clear? So only take the tip from Ekta. Do not get attached to Ekta. There's no need to run behind Ekta. No need for chasing Ekta. I have dropped Ekta. I'm telling you. Why are you running behind her? I am saying I am not Ekta. Yeah, you become clear. I am beyond. Yes. And I can go beyond only with the help of that which tells me that this is the path. Now I have to walk alone. Can Ekta walk with me from waking to dream to deep sleep to the fourth and beyond the fourth? No, she cannot. Yeah? So everything that is there in the waking is an illusion. I have to let that go and walk alone. That walking is called Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. There is no other shortcut. No other shortcut. Now, to strengthen my samadhi, to strengthen my Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana, to get that kind of a skill, the dakshata, to see the eye that has collapsed and to see the eye that has come out of it. What is the prerequisite? The prerequisite is for me to recognize that this waking world is an illusion. If I have not recognized that, can I get to the fourth? Not possible. I am so enamored by the first. The waking is the first, dream is the second, deep sleep is the third, turiya is the fourth. I cannot get to the fourth because I'm so enamored by the first. Yeah. So the first prerequisite is that your enchantment by this illusion must drop. Has it dropped yet? That's homework number 1 for yourself. Has it dropped yet? If it has not dropped, then I have to make an attempt to first see how is this waking an illusion. I'm not getting the basics. This waking. Oh, my child, my parent, my friend, my spouse, my money, my house. This is an illusion. No. See how you want to hold on to it? You're not ready to see that it is an illusion. So where do I begin? Begin with mini steps. Begin with mini steps. Take a step beyond this waker and recognize this is true. That I have felt since childhood some 2 eyes are watching me. How many of you have recognized it? Something is watching me constantly. That's your first step. Start with that. Like a child, call it 2 eyes watching me. It's okay. Doesn't matter. There is something that is knowing what this body is doing. And you know it in those times when the body is going to do something wrong. When you're going to steal. When you're going to lie. Yeah, that sense of something watching me comes up. Do you recognize this? There. Reality is knocking on your door. It's knocking on your door to show you that there is something beyond this body that you are considering as I. Hold on to that. What are those two eyes watching me? That's the way a little kid is taught. In the stories on the spiritual path. But you're not a little kid. You can sense it very clearly. It's not two eyes watching me. It's okay to start there if you're still there, but it is like a sense of something all around. It doesn't matter where this body runs and hides. You hide in a closet, you hide in a dark room, that is there. You run away to another city, to another country, that is there. You run away from all the problems, go sit on the Himalayas, that is there. That is step number 1. And if you didn't know what it is the Sakshi. The witnessing awareness field. The word Sakshi itself means witness. It witnesses everything that the waker's body or the mind does. Clutch onto that. Those two eyes looking at me. I just add this for humor. It is not two eyes. It is a sense of something that knows whatever this is doing. Hold on to that. Step number 1. I recognize, I am the Sakshi of Ekta. I am not Ekta. This is your main recognition at step number 1. Can I hold on to that? It is not an alien two eyes looking at me. It is not somebody out to attack me, and it's definitely not a God. Become very clear. God is also a concept that has been created. It is something that knows this. Can I hold on to that? That is the first mini daksha, the mini skill that you will develop. It's a mini because it's like taking crumbs off the cake to build the whole cake. You're not there yet. So the first crumb of the cake, my mini dakshata, is recognizing this, that knows Ekta is sitting like this, that knows Ekta's hands are moving, that knows Ekta's speech is going out, that knows that right now there are no thoughts for Ekta, there is only speech coming out of beyond. Where is the speech coming out from? Where is that? How is it that I know what Ekta is going to say only when she starts saying? Shouldn't I know it before she says? Why don't I know it before she says? Why don't I know that a thought is going to come up now? How do I know the thought before it comes? Can I try? Not just that, even actions of Ekta. I see the fist at the same time that the participants see the fist. I didn't see this action of Ekta was going to happen before the hands clutched into a fist. What's going on? From where is the action originating? From where is the thought originating? From where is this speech originating? From where is this wisdom coming? Where is she talking from? Is there something beyond? That's how you start working on the dakshata. For this you have to accept that, Ekta is not the doer. If Ekta were the doer, she would know the speech before it arose. No, she doesn't know. This is reality. Okay, the one that is witnessing Ekta's speech, does that know? No. That also knows when Ekta starts speaking. There is something beyond. Now the search begins. Now you start turning in. This turning in does the magic. Turning in does the magic. Who's knowing that the eye turned in? Do you see this? Who came to know that the I moved from the waker Ekta to the witnessing field of Ekta? And who knew that the I moved from the witnessing field of Ekta that was looking at Ekta to something beyond? Oh, that. I am that, which is knowing the witness, that is knowing Ekta. This is the skill. I've given it to you in a nutshell. It doesn't happen like this in one session. Being with your samadhi, being with your swapna nidra jnana sadhana, overcoming this illusion of waking, all these enchantments of the waking. It will create chaos at first. That chaos does not let you see it as quickly as Ekta explained the 3 steps. It's a cyclical chaos. Do you recognize it? Waking is a chaos. Then what is not accomplished in the waking, you manifest in the dream. Then you get bugged of manifesting and you stop manifesting in the deep sleep. It's a cyclical chaos. Why? Because you think that I will get happiness from manifestation. That cyclical chaos needs to be withdrawn from. Will that stop? No, the waking dream, deep sleep will continue because of the residual fuel. But at least I have stopped reacting. The chaos part now diminishes and becomes quiet. Clouds start clearing up. Clouds clear up very clearly. You just see, oh, there is only one arising at a time. When the body arising is there, there is no thought. Ekta's hand moved like this. When there was just the recognition of the movement of the hand, there was no thought. The moment there is thought, there is no movement of the hand. Oh, there is only one arising at a time. And the arising is not alive or conscious by itself. It begins from somewhere. Like the phone borrows electricity from the wall point, from the plug point, from the power. The phone does not possess that electricity. If it possessed that electricity, it would run forever. It borrows. Like that only, this body arising of movement of the hand has borrowed electricity or consciousness. It seems conscious. It seems as if it can move, it can talk, it can breathe, walk, sleep, eat. Oh, this is alive. No. It's borrowed electricity. It's borrowed consciousness. How do I see it? How do I recognize the borrowing? Become quieter and quieter and quieter in samadhi, and you'll start seeing from where the beginning point of the arising is. Where did the body arising appear from? If you are really lucky and have found that little milestone that I spoke about, recognizing the I re-emerges from the darkness of deep sleep, the I collapses into deep sleep, you will see the same thing in samadhi. Any arising appears from darkness of nothingness and collapses into the darkness of nothingness. Even the I sense appears from the darkness of nothingness and collapses into the darkness of nothingness. Aho! When the I sense is not, I still am. Otherwise, who was knowing the I collapse? Who saw the I re-emerge? Aho! This is the aho that Janaka has. Yes, you need a special skill to see this. Very clear? Recognize, I have only one, this witnessing awareness consciousness. I, the witnessing awareness consciousness, have only one option. I can only know what is happening to the waker in the waking world. I can only know what is happening to the dream character in the dream world. I can only know the deep sleep darkness. I cannot become it. I fool myself. I assume doership. I say, no, I am Ekta and I am speaking. But if I am Ekta, then what is this? These clearly two eyes on Ekta. The sense, the eye sense which is surrounding Ekta. Oh, that is me, not this. Start there. Start recognizing. I just jump in. I fake it that I am the waker. I fake action. I fake speech. I fake even thoughts. I say I am the thinker. That's not true. I know a thought after it has arisen. I know an action after it has arisen. I have only one option. What is the option? To know. To witness. I have no other skill. This will help you get out of the illusion, the waking illusion. Once you're out of the waking illusion, automatically you will just pop out of the dream illusion too. Waking and dream are not two. They are the one. They are one and the same. Simply reflections of each other. Recognize this truth. That will help you get out of illusion. The moment you're out of illusion, samadhi starts becoming very easy. Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana starts becoming very easy. This is the dakshata that Janaka is talking about. Now we go to the second line, that I am most skillful, I bow down, I am amazed at myself. That was the first line. I'm done with that. The second line, I have born this world without even touching it. If you recognize this dakshata in yourself, the I arising from nothingness, projecting the dream, and that is projecting the waking. You see so clearly, the world is born out of me and I didn't even touch it. Without touching it with my body, this world is born out of me. Means what? He is very clearly saying there is no world there. It is an illusion. It is an illusion. I, the beyond, have the power to manifest out of my desire. I had the desire to experience, to exist, to be somebody. So from my nothingness, I manifested somethingness. And that somethingness was a dream character in the dream world, floating around in the air. All the friends are also floating around, enjoying in space. Oh, not a good enough dream. Let me project another dream. And then there is the pizza dream. You're eating pizza, enjoying pizza. It's a dream. Can dream satiate my hunger? No. Soon it collapses. Whatever you project in the dream cannot satiate you. That is why it collapses. So it says, okay, let me project a stronger dream. That's the waking dream. See, it's longer. See, I'm feeling like Ekta. See, I am teaching. I am talking. This is me. Yes, soon this me fizzles out. What happens at the end of waking? What happens to your phone when it starts losing its charge? Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. 11:30 in the night. Boof. Waker is gone. Too much excitement, huh? That the waker is gone. So the waker disappears completely. This recognition, I am, that the waker Ekta is not. There, you get your first point, your first star. Perfect. But the recognition should be there, huh? The points are for the recognition. The points are not for assumption. The points are not for deductive logic after you get out of waking, dreaming and deep sleep. No. It is direct seeing. Seeing it now. 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 That is direct seeing. Not concluding in retrospect. Not concluding in hindsight. Seeing it now. That is direct seeing. Yeah? Recognizing I am, but the waker is not. That is the first magic that happens. Yeah? Then you know your journey of dakshata has begun. Yeah? So I manifest this world. This part, the second part of the sutra, can only be seen in swapna nidra jnana sadhana. Not even in samadhi. Not even in closed-eyed samadhi. No. Yeah. That is why swapna nidra jnana sadhana is very important. Very important. So those who have not started practicing swapna nidra jnana sadhana, now is your time. Start with the basic instructions. It's not very long. I've put a paragraph in Flock. Those who have not logged into Flock, please log in and see the paragraph. I posted it last night. Use that today. Use that little instruction today. Sit down on the bed. Let the waker sit down. Recognize those two eyes, or recognize the witnessing awareness field that is knowing the waker sitting on the bed. Move the eye from the waker to that. Oh, this is who I am. This is not who I am. This is the wrong understanding. This is the right understanding. Can I just be there? Be there. Be there. Yeah? Then allow the waker to lie down. Simple, your work is done. It was only that much. Simply be the witness. There is nothing to do. Remember. Witnessing is not a doing. Recognize that. The witness is there all the time. Yeah? Witnessing is not a doing. Just not fooling myself to be this waker. I never sleep. I am the witness of this waker when this waker is awake, up and about, and I am the witness of this waker when the waker lies down to sleep. That is why I know the body of the waker disappears. Aha! I still am. There, I got my first star. Only through the recognition directly, huh? Not assumption later. That does not count. Direct recognition. Aha, I still am. Not in words. I just know it. And then I know there is a dream happening, some dream character, dream world, something happening. Who is knowing that? Aha, I am beyond the dream character and the dream world. And that dream collapses. Who's knowing the collapse of the dream and the nothingness after that? Aha, I am that. And suddenly, lights out. You recognize the sense of I also disappeared. That is the essential point. Very precious moment. Yeah? The lights out, recognizing the lights out, recognizing the lights come on. Oh, if I recognize lights going out and I recognize lights coming on, I am beyond that light. That recognition is precious. That tells you I am beyond even the fourth. I am Turyatita. Turyatita, beyond Turya. And Turya means the fourth. So, beyond the fourth. I explain the skill and I explain how I bear the world out of me without touching it. And it's a daily thing. And I wrap it back within me, take it back within me. Again, I bear the world. From me, deep sleep comes, then the dream comes, the waking comes. This is how I bear the world. Again, the waking collapses into the dream, dream collapses into deep sleep, and finally disappears into me, the beyond. That is the lights out. So I explained both the lines very clearly. Yeah. So tonight's job is to start the Swapna Nidra Nyan Sadhana practice. And those who like to go deeper into it, order the Swapna Nidra Nyan Sadhana book. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a 5-minute restroom break and then I'll begin the next verse. If you don't need a restroom break, sit and write down the points that you missed. Yeah. Maybe samadhi happens in future, no? It's really precious to have these points written down because that time the memory will not be there. Yeah? Memory is not faithful, no? It will evade you. So don't say, I will remember this. You cannot. You cannot. So take 5 minutes to write it down, take a quick restroom break, and then we'll move on to the next verse. Yeah? See you in 5. Switch off the cameras. Were you able to post it on Facebook?
But if I stop the streaming now, I'll have to again create a new link.
Yeah, it has to be a new link for a new verse.